Hey guys, my name is Sheena. This is my channel, Let the Sun Shine. I just wanted to talk about how kids' shows are filled with things about outer space and astronauts. I just find that fascinating. Like all the shows have to make mention of it. It's like they're obsessed. They want kids to be obsessed with this thing called outer space. And I'm like, wow, such propaganda. Like, why? I wonder why. Why do they want to push this so hard in the minds of children? Um, Also, not only kids shows, but if you use any kids program, like learning programs, they all talk about outer space and astronauts. It's like one of the main topics, if not the main topic that they talk about in kids learning programs, online programs. So that's the world, right? And even probably even Christian programs too. Now, obviously, there is a realm of the heavens that contains the sun, moon, and stars. There's no denying that, right? It's just all the other propaganda and information around that tends to be incorrect. Just like with microbes, do microbes exist? Hell yes, they exist. Does that mean that they cause people to feel unwell? You know what I mean? What is the role of microbes? So it's never about denying necessarily the existence of something that we can see, but it's about how there's usually a few different camps of belief around that topic, a few different ways of seeing things, if you will, if you want to be kind about it. So in the Bible, it was occurring to me from reading Acts, because in the book of Acts, they're going places trying to spread the gospel, trying to tell people that Jesus Christ has risen from the dead and ascended to the Father, and the Holy Spirit was sent. Those who believe will receive the Spirit of God, the Holy Spirit. So anyways, in a lot of these places they went to, these people worshipped uh, the other gods, right? And so the names of those gods happen to be the names of the planets, of some of the planets. So Acts 19:35, for instance, let's see here, says, and when the town clerk had appeased the people, he said, "You men of Ephesus, what man is there that knoweth not how that the city of the great Ephesians is a worshipper of the great goddess Diana and of the image which fell down from Jupiter?" Jupiter. Acts 14, 8. Let's see, through 15. Oh, and saying, "Sirs, why do ye these things? We also are men of like passions with you, and preach unto you that ye should turn from these vanities unto the living God, which made heaven and earth and the sea and the things therein." Okay, hold on. Before that, verse 13. The priest of Jupiter. Nope, before that. And they called Barnabas Jupiter, and they called Paul Mercury, because he was the chief speaker. Then the priest of Jupiter, which was before their city, brought oxen and garlands unto their gates. So they thought that these guys were these gods, Jupiter and Mercury. So they wanted to bring them sacrifices. Acts 7:41. And they made a calf in those days and offered sacrifice unto the idol and rejoiced in the works of their own hands. Then God turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven. So, host of heaven, meaning angels, celestial luminaries. As it is written in the book of the prophets, "O you house of Israel, have ye offered to me slain beasts and sacrifices by the space of 40 years in the wilderness? Yea, ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Remphan, figures which ye made to worship them, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon. So what did I write here? Sakuth and Kaiwan are interchangeable for the star god Saturn. 1 second, where did I write that? Okay, I'm not sure where I got that, but yeah, Sakuth and Kaiwan. So they mentioned Saturn as well in the scriptures. So anyways, I just find that interesting.